And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2, a game that I basically been playing every 10 months, and today is time for the final episode that I'm not sure how hard it's gonna be. The previous one was quite hard to beat, but we will see. Well, you can see the save files here. They are dated in intervals of 10 months, so it's finally time to do the fourth and, well, last one at least of the regular episodes. Then there is this that I have no clue what it is. Well, the final episode at least will happen now. So characters get knocked back. Wait, no, this is the style. Yeah, put veteran. It's the one that I pick for for every single one so far. So, as Dominic was saved and reunited with Sangetsu and his allies, they become aware of a new threat. The armies of the moon were rapidly approaching. There was not a moment to spare, as the battle for the fate of humanity had quietly begun. And it seems a little bit dramatic, don't you think? The fate of humanity? If they say so, sure. So the question here, how could this be harder than the previous one if you're gonna let me use all 8 characters? Oh well, 7 I guess. What is this guy saying? Wait, what shards did I collect? When did I do that? Oh, I guess that's how they will make it harder, because they will make you split up. Well, that's a problem. Am I gonna have to do... Oh, no way. So, you want me to beat stages with this guy alone? Well, you can actually pick. But, damn, that's rough. Alright, hold up. Let's go in order. Here, I'm assuming it's the first one. But yeah, the thing about this game is that... Well, okay, you have another character, I guess, but... Yeah, this could potentially be very, very hard. Like, this is a game that is hard already, but... So, I don't know... I never understood where the skeletons point to, but I cannot go there yet. Wait, how do you change character? Not like that. Circle, no? Okay, this one. Yeah, I cannot go down there no matter what I do, so... Guess I'll have to go here. Essentially... fuck, what the hell? The way this game moves, well, specifically veteran difficulty, is that every time that you die, your character... Well, the character that dies is unusable. So, oftentimes, since you can use 4 characters at a time, that you tend to choose... Oh, I could have used that guy to jump there. Or maybe not, actually. Because there is a little bit of a wall. Yeah, like this... Unless you can slide... Oh, she can slide, actually. Alright. Good to know. She has the whip also. Ah, fuck. So this uses the same logic as a classic Castlevania, which is once you are set... Wait, I cannot pick that one up. Well, not like it matters, isn't that a spell? I cannot use spells with either of these guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked very badly. It feels like this one I probably cannot beat it in a single stream like I've been doing the other ones. And this one will take a little bit more than just that. We will see though. I mean, the problem will be the final stages as it was in my previous... Well, in the previous episodes. That's the real problem. Like this one might not be that big of a deal. Like, that's a checkpoint. And this guy can only use like the upward whip. Well, he also has another upward whip. No, but he has a power that lets him like attack circularly or something like that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, you keep jumping. Oh, nice. Didn't think there was gonna be anything, but... Now, the issue also is that... this game has upgrades that are basically secrets. And if you don't pick up the upgrades, the game becomes very significantly harder. Though here they are telling me to pick up shards. What if they are completely hidden? Like, what if the secret is not only the upgrade but also the required item? Because if that's the case, this is gonna take probably even longer than I already thought it was gonna take. And that will be bad. Well, and in this first stage I already didn't get anything. It is already the boss, so... I also know if bosses are gonna be harder, I hope not. Well, the first boss is not hard, but... still annoying. Okay, I need to remember how he attacks though. Because I don't. It would be nice if I didn't get my ass kicked like this. Yeah, for what I remember, the issue with this guy is that there are multiple times that you simply cannot attack him. Yeah, I'm definitely dead here. Like, there is no way I can solo him with this. Also, wait, hold up. That actually would have been a better item to use than the scythe. I don't think I can solo this guy. Probably not. Not to mention that the knife had very good range. That went a lot further than I expected. You can only damage when he opens his mouth, and that doesn't happen very often. That's the main issue. So there's gonna be a lot of downtime where you're not gonna do absolutely anything. I think that you can damage him there though, even if he opens his mouth. Not to mention that there, you cannot even try dealing damage. You're just not gonna have enough time to make it back anyways. And yeah, he has a very unreasonable amount of health, I will say. Okay, you can actually damage him here. Didn't mean to. But not too much. Unfortunately. Oh no. But here if I don't get hit, which is quite an if, I could actually kill him, but it's not a good look. Well, it is a big if, indeed. Now I think that here this will be the right weapon for her. Though at the same time these weapons don't really mean shit, because if you run out of magic, which is what's gonna happen, like it's the same as nothing. You will have to go melee no matter what. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna pull this off. Maybe I shouldn't have picked veteran. I mean, since I played in veteran mode in every other chapter, didn't think it was a good idea to not pick it here. Okay. Even with these weapons, since I don't have too much uses for the magic, I don't think anything useful is gonna happen. Hey, I'm surprised that you cannot really hit this guy in the majority of the fight. Very bizarre. Oh, you can only shoot knives upwards, and they spend a lot of meter as well. I fuck that. Well, not to mention that the damage is non-existent pretty much. That's too risky. I feel like without the slide that becomes very, very hard to dodge. Probably shouldn't do that. So, by the way, this guy can barely even attack. You can attack here, and that's it. Okay, that was one portion of the health bar. Also, if I'm not mistaken, these guys have multiple health bars, right? Don't they? Well, no, I meant to say multiple phases, which is usually related to the multiple health bars, but that will be a problem. If this guy has a second phase, almost got killed. Well, and that's the other problem. If one of these guys gets killed, is you have to start all over again, which is very annoying, as you would expect. At least I have this guy with full health, but notice that this guy is very useless right now. Right. That's such a fast laser. Not really sure how to avoid it running to the left side with this guy. Without the slide, doesn't seem very possible. And here technically you could hit him while his mouth is open, but it's so far that unless you use a throwing weapon, it's the same as nothing. Can it do? If I don't do it with slides, I shouldn't really bother. Problem is that I'm pretty sure that here they are both one hit away from death. Not a good thing. At least this guy doesn't seem to have a second phase on the right side. Oof, that was close. I'm dead. And I try switching. Well, on the right side, the boss does remember the damage he received. Not all of it, but it's not gonna be at full health at least. Well, and I should be at full health because you have healing. Still very messed up, I would say. He's probably gonna be halfway through. I mean, he should. That's what I'm hoping. For some reason, it's not really consistent how much health he has. Yeah, a little bit more than halfway, but it is what it is. It also seems that this weapon recovers mana, but I'm not really sure about it. Maybe it doesn't, maybe I'm just making that up. I mean, something recovers mana, that's for sure. It seems that it's not really consistent. It would be pretty disappointing if after beating this guy, since I didn't find any item here, it tells me something like, oh well, the stage that you did was for absolutely nothing, because you didn't get what you needed to get. It would be pretty sad, but I wouldn't be surprised. At least I should be able to win. But that's also another thing that having less characters does, is that it makes it very hard to kill bosses. It is what it is. And I threw that at the worst time possible. I also don't know if in easier difficulties these guys have this much health or not. Maybe they do. In higher difficulties you will be able to switch character as soon as one of them dies, so that's what makes it easier. And here I wanna believe I can finish him off right here, right? Correct. Well, got his ass. And also, yeah, that final attack doesn't matter. Like, it can never kill you. The question is, does this even matter? Like, did I get anything for beating this guy? Oh, I did. Okay, well, that's good. A shard furnace. But apparently there are 2 items per level. Is that true? Oh, okay. No, hold up. Wait. There are 2 empty slots. Maybe those are the upgrades? Or what else could it mean? Maybe it's just the amount of characters that are allowed. Like you can only do 3 characters, maybe? Maybe that's what it means. But here we have 3 characters. I guess we will only really know on the next one how many characters are allowed. See, this one will be 3 because you don't have any more available. I tried turning around, but you cannot turn around while you're crouching. Unless you obviously, you know, move. But not while you're crouching. So none of these guys can break this, right? Also, these morons are pointing to the two different places at the same time. I think I'll never be able to understand what skeletons mean in this game. Like, this is the fourth time I'm playing this game and I still don't understand. I feel like they don't do a very good job at representing what they do, but it's fine. Now this one is pointing there, but I also cannot go there with any of these characters. And those might all be places that actually lead to an upgrade. I cannot do it. I mean, one thing I could do is do the stages that give me the useful characters first, but I'm not sure if you will be able to pick up an upgrade and exit the level, like later on, I mean. Or if you need to beat the whole level all over again, because that will be very annoying, but it could be. Okay, checkpoint. Me to go here? I can't. Unless you... No. This is something that Dominic could do, but you cannot do. This guy also cannot jump high at all. Well, it is what it is. Well, on the right side here... Yeah, I can slide there though. Gotta get hit no matter what. Oh yeah, the talisman is basically like the most worthless power-up the Sangetsu can get. So what is this enemy? Just shoot it? Yeah. We got an extra life that really doesn't matter. So essentially the problem is that I'm assuming the skeleton, it depends on what color the skeleton is, but it seems that at least the green one only tells you what's the fastest path possible. The other ones might actually point to upgrades, but at least this guy does not. I can't believe it. It's fine, don't worry about it. I didn't mean to jump like that. Ah, you missed the other one, mister. Ah, fuck you. Okay, at least you have some room for error there. Without health upgrades, well, and the armor upgrade, you get killed so quickly. That's most likely what's gonna happen here. Technically, the best character that you can unlock here is the Alucard clone. Wait, what am I doing? Just kill that guy. What are you waiting for? Another checkpoint. Too many enemies that are hard to reach. You kinda wanna kill them, but you don't have that many things that... I mean, the things that I have consume too much magic. Well, this guy consumes 4 points per throw. That's quite a bit. Little bit too much. Also, this guy is one hit away from dying. I did not mean to do that. I'm still not used to the controls fully. I basically confuse sometimes what's the switch button and what's the item use button. I think that Sangetsu is the one that has the best defense out of all of them. So what's that thing up there? Can I even reach it? Yeah. What? But I couldn't pick it up. Maybe it's for a specific character. That's weird. Unless I'm supposed to press a button. Maybe it's for a specific character. Well, that is none of this, obviously. It's fine by me. Promise that here Sangetsu is also about to die. Not a very good look. At least we have healing. That's something. Ooh, okay, this guy cannot kill these enemies. Well, at least Sangetsu is full heal, but this boss is also quite hard. Well, honestly, all bosses in this game are hard simply because they have a shit ton of health, so yeah, this will take a while. We will see though. But at least... yeah, they are the little spawns as well. Yeah, that's a problem. That is indeed a problem. Well, in fact, this is one of the many bosses that I remember completely cheesing with the dog. In fact, that's something that I should have done. Should have gone straight to the dog here instead of beating these levels with these guys. It's fine. Unfortunately, here Sangetsu is the only one that can do anything useful. So this boss, yeah, like that's the bad thing about this. It has contact damage, but like a boss like this should not have contact damage. If it wasn't bullshit enough with what it has, you know. And if I was allowed to simply spam the whip attack, I would, but I'm clearly not. And the platforms... yeah, and the platforms just refuse to take me in. That's pretty good. Well, there is no way this guy is gonna survive long. Like, I'm sorry, buddy, but... you are already dead in my screen, pretty much. There is absolutely no way you beat this fight. At least it's nice that you can attack from afar, but the issue are the spawns. There is absolutely no way you can deal with them properly. Unless you hit them on the way down. Can you even do that? Guess that your champ also sucks. Yeah, you can hit it on the way down, but... promise that you cannot let it... well, didn't last too long anyways. I want to see... hold up, is there a way to go back to... yeah, stage select? Because what I want to see... is... if I can simply go where the dog is and that's it. Because once I get the dog, everything will be a lot easier. No, it seems that they specifically know how broken the dog is and it's not a character here. You can, well, you can get Alucard, I guess, it's something, but... yeah, I don't think so. Well, at least you can do this in any order you want, but... I guess getting Alucard is... the best one, at least for mobility. Since it seems that you can only use 3 characters anyways, it's not like it will make that much of a difference. How are you supposed to use this? Did this simply increase your power or what? So I don't remember these enemies at all. Yeah, Alucard can turn into a bat. And then we have 2 skeletons. One pointing downwards. Well, okay. The one pointing to the right is the green one, which most likely just means whatever is the fastest path. Maybe I should take this one. Oh, this is the place where you normally get the sword. Well, that's not that useful, I guess. I kinda need this guy. No, I need him alive. Wait, what? Was he about to die before, so it didn't heal? So you don't heal when you exit a stage. Well, that's a little bit awkward. Why will you not heal? Seems a little bit weird. Okay. So, what's in here? Nice, well, at least somehow the checkpoint was here. Well, the checkpoint when it comes to dying and not losing all your characters, I think it's always on the previous screen no matter what. Well, the previous or current screen, depending on what applies. Okay. And that part was not easy at all. At least I got an actual checkpoint here. Hey, I'm not sure why that skeleton was making me go here. Doesn't seem like there's anything particularly useful. Little bit weird. No, this place is like another path that takes you here, not a place that you're supposed to go. Hey, I don't know what the fuck, this guy. Well, at least the checkpoint is there. But yeah, I don't really understand the other skeleton, what it was supposedly pointing at. A little bit weird. Well, doesn't matter. The important thing is being able to get Alucard here. Okay, and for this one you need the dog. Well, that's messed up because here, I mean, you're not gonna get the dog. Well, maybe Dominic will be enough, I guess. I think Dominic will actually be able to get that. Not sure though. Also, I don't remember this enemy at all. I mean, I know that it's normal that I don't remember things, but like this enemy, I legitimately never... I don't remember seeing it ever before. I also wonder if these shortcuts can have the upgrades. Oof, that was close. Or maybe upgrades are not a thing in this particular episode, like basically gotta say goodbye to them. Good try. Unfortunately though, the previous stage, like with that boss that I didn't beat, Alucard wouldn't... Well, actually, yeah, Alucard could be useful to attack from, like, relatively afar. How does this guy works? 2 hits. And you have to pay attention to the ground. There is another one to the right of this. We'll fly with Alucard as well here. Also, I know that this guy's name is not Alucard. I never bother remembering his actual name because who cares? He's essentially Alucard. They don't even try to hide it. Should I go down or... I think actually if you wanna go down you need to kill that guy somehow. Well, I could turn into a bat. Problem is that I cannot do it in a staircase. We can do this. And that's a checkpoint. This. Yeah, well, speaking of Castlevania things, this is an enemy that is exactly the same in Castlevania, but in Castlevania it throws fleamen instead of, I guess I'm assuming these are frogs. So yeah, it's functionally the same. Okay, man, they are fast. They are pretty fast. That's an upgrade. But with Alucard dead, can I pick it up? Come on, attack. I hope she can pick it. Yeah, she can pick it up. So that's maximum. Yeah, as it says there, the maximum mana you're allowed to get. Okay, well, cool. Would have preferred max HP or defense, but at least I got 1 upgrade. Like 1 upgrade. Not more, but hey, no less. Could be worse. What was this boss? This one was the one with the water, wasn't it? Yeah, it was this one. Now, this boss, I don't remember it being very hard, but it was also very, very long. Wow, Sangetsu is almost dead. Yeah, the issue with this boss is that it was long. It wasn't hard, I think. Clearly here. Oh, and it doesn't have contact damage. Not sure how I was meant to dodge that. I'm assuming... Wait, I cannot see anything. Then that went by pretty fast. Very, very fast. This looks like the typical one where you probably want to have all your characters. I think that when she does when she makes the spikes fall down, you want to stay below the platforms. Oh, nice damage, by the way. Yeah, below the platform and then above when she does the tidal wave. Problem is the assholes that she summons with that. Well, you could also not get rid of them, but... Yeah, not sure if that's a good idea. I also know how to dodge that attack she does there. Quite unsure. How did you miss that? I gotta be careful because I cannot really lose Alucard here. The ice physics cocked me there. So pretty messed up that this part that is supposed to be, you know, like the preparation for the boss, it's just absolutely filled with enemies. So we will see how this goes. Since Alucard makes all the 3 hits connect, it actually deals a good bunch of damage. Shame that he died. Those little assholes that she spawns are problematic. Well, honestly, the whole fight is problematic. It's not about a specific thing, it's everything. Without Alucard, I don't really think I can beat this. The ice physics here really fuck me up a lot. I'm a very big hater of ice physics, without a doubt. I'm still not sure how to dodge this attack. Oh, that's how you dodge it. It's pretty hard, I will say. Okay. No, the other side, please. God damn it. She was so close. I should have attacked, though. That's not the end of the fight. Like, she has a second phase, so as close as that look, it wasn't really that close. Oh, that was very bad. It's fine. Yeah, not close at all. Though I honestly don't remember the second phase whatsoever. I just remember she has a second phase, which is the reason why I didn't get excited there. I think she loses her head, but that doesn't really tell me much at all. She's halfway there. I forgot to champ. Oh, and I'm out of magic already, nice. Here I'm 100% there. Sheesh. You know, having the dog in this game is basically... It is what you're seeing. Okay, Alucard is not useful in this section at all. There is some hitbox fuckery going on. Wait, am I gonna... Team, I could have gotten hit by that projectile. Crazy that they don't bother despawning it. And crazy that I got hit there too, god damn it. This is unbelievable. I wanted to swap there. I didn't, but I wanted. I think that if I didn't win the previous attempt, I'm certainly not gonna win this one. There is no way. I think that Alucard has so little health. It is what it is. I would like using Alucard's flight to completely avoid the water stuff she does, but it costs way too much magic. I feel like that one I'm just probably gonna tank it. I probably should tank it less times than that. So I don't have an infinite amount of health. I might really fuck that up. Oh, Alucard here will do... Okay, hold on. Oh, even if you use the bat there, it matters very little because she still makes that thing go up. That's actually crazy how hard that attack is. Because it's completely merciless no matter how you look at it. It's fine. Man, I hate the ice so much. Okay, the axe actually deals a shit ton of damage. I didn't remember that. Okay. The problem is that there is a second phase, as I said. But what was it about? Another way, pretty cool. Damn, I couldn't even react to that. Nice. Alright, so that axe, by the way, is very good. I didn't know she had that. And they drop it at the end. I never know if those drops are static or not, but if they are static, I should always break that with her. See, that axe is like way too much damage. Wonder what this one will drop. That one also drops the ads. Nice. Though I think that I will probably want to use the ads for the second phase rather than the first one. Probably. It's not even that hard to go back to the boss room. It doesn't take that long. I guess the idea is surviving with with everyone else for a long time here. Though I also know if the second phase is harder or not. I don't remember. I mean, these are the typical things that I should spam the dog and it works. With no dog, things are a little bit hard. If you stay in the middle, that attack is actually not that bad. It's one of those attacks that kinda requires a little bit of try and error to know exactly how to deal with them. That was a perfect. So here I can actually afford to use the girl to use the ads. Unfortunately, not sure how close you're gonna bother to it. Okay, that was a good amount of damage, but I cannot even see where I am. Okay. So it seems that it's only that attack maybe, and that was pretty fast. Thought it was gonna take a lot longer, but no. Cool. So with this, I'm assuming that you unlock Alucard. So at least we have a way to access most places. Well, yeah, not crystal, I guess. No, that was the original idea. But yeah, you have Alucard. Cannot you use the old man? It says that it's missing some materials. Shall we depart with this group? Wait, what group? Oh, the group that is... Okay, so you have to select them manually, I guess. Huh. Yeah, that's the thing. How do I use Hachi? I guess you can't. Yeah, so okay, that actually tells you which upgrades there is to it. It's not about the slots or anything like that, it's simply the upgrade. So, can't believe that in the first one I didn't get a single one. Well, and in this one I also didn't get a single one, but... So are you gonna have 4 characters here? Yeah, you do. So, yeah, essentially you just want to bring whoever is the most useful first and then anything else. And apparently since Hachi is not an option for whatever reason, here Alucard can go to a lot of places. Well, and unfortunately not that one. Yeah, and there I think it's only Hachi, the one that can break that, right? I don't think there's anyone else that can actually break that one. And yeah, that one most likely has an upgrade. But yeah, I think it's only Hachi. I don't think not even the old man can destroy that. Oh, I didn't check I should have checked, but maybe the girl can destroy that with the ads. I didn't think about it. Like, it would make sense if that was the case. Yeah, unfortunately, only came to my mind right now. Essentially, there are 2 upgrades apparently in every location. So I guess that the reason why the previous chapter was so extremely hard is that I only picked up 3 upgrades and there was probably so many more I could have gotten. Alright, that's not an upgrade, that's an item, so that doesn't really matter. Got him. Maybe Alucard cannot actually give me any upgrade here. I mean, it's still useful to have him no matter what, but I think that upgrade-wise, we might just go back empty-handed. So many assholes flying. I couldn't. This is the most useless of all the characters. Like, the shooting guy is such a... It's such a waste. It really is. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not sure what you're pointing at up there, but I mean, I cannot access it either, dude. Like, how are you even? Like, without Hachi, you don't access this. Like, that's a mistake, but yeah, without Hachi, you cannot possibly get there. That's so bullshit. I would like to get the upgrades, but the game makes it as hard as possible to do so. I'm surprised I didn't die there. Okay, well, I died there instead. Well, if I don't find any upgrade on the way, I'm simply not gonna bother trying to finish the stage, because the reward here is gonna be getting this useless bitch that is the hunter guy, so... Without upgrades, there is not really any reason to finish this stage. And so far, no upgrade has shown up, so... I gotta assume that there are not gonna be any. Why are you like this? I think it's a safe bet that this stage is worthless. So yeah. Fuck that stage, I guess. Well, we can get Dominic. This one was the one with the lava? Or was this? No, this was the one with the lava. Oh, that's the dog. Just I didn't know that this could scroll. Promise that this is one of the last stages. Well, in fact, isn't this the one with the... Yeah, it says it in the stage name. It's the one with the Pharaoh boss. It's pretty much one of the hardest stages in the game, which makes sense, but hey, if this allows me to get the dog, it's exactly what I need. Whether we will get the dog or not, I don't know. At least here having both Alucard and the dog means that you can get through it a lot more easily. It doesn't mean that it will be easy. Nice try. I'm not sure who can do that one. Definitely not the dog. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who is capable of doing that. I actually have no clue. Like, who can attack upwards like that? I mean, it's not just attacking upwards, but being able to break that. Okay, here you gotta use the dog and ignore all of these guys, basically. No reason to do anything else. Essentially, the dog is a jack of all trades. You use it when nothing else would work. Well, and by nothing else would work, I mean just places that are annoying in general. I remember these little things. This is a bad place to be. Yeah, that didn't even work. Nice. That didn't work twice, actually. That should... Oh, I have no magic. It's fine. Still work. Okay. When in doubt, just use the dog. I really don't know what whoever was in charge of the balance thought with the dog, because really doesn't make much sense. So here, what are you even supposed to do? Maybe that? Yeah. Another thing that the dog can do very well. Wait, and this is, I think, almost the end of the stage, isn't it? I feel like it is. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's probably not yet. Another thing is how many iframes this thing has. Like, it stays active for so long. So against projectiles like that it's amazing. Don't like those guys with the axes though. Good try. Completely cornered. Hey, like, on top of making him super good normally, the fact that they also make him so useful to get secrets. Oh, speaking of which, well, this one, boom. So attack up, that's obviously good. Here I'm not sure which place I would want to go. Will I want to go up or will I want to go down? Because I could do either. I could check what's up here, but one of those where you wouldn't know which one is gonna have an upgrade and which one won't. Oh, that's not good. Not even sure what kind of enemy that's meant to be. A little bit of a weirdo. Hey, don't worry, just bring the dog. But now we have more attacks, so enemies should go down faster. And that's crazy, dude. This dog is just unreasonable. And that was also part of the reason why episode Edge was so hard, because you couldn't use the dog. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure how that guy spawning right in front of me just like that. That didn't seem very fair if you ask me. Like spawning without giving me any time to react, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. But to be fair, Castlevania in some instances also does that shamelessly. It makes sense, I guess. A little bit afraid of that thing that is, yeah, right there. Exactly, and okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's why we have Alucard. Can I get a checkpoint, by the way? It's been a while since I haven't seen one. Wait, what happens if I go down here? Oh, okay, I recognize that part of the level. So this is actually... Wait, hold up. But this goes straight to the boss, so basically I don't get any checkpoint before that. That's a little bit awkward. If I don't get any checkpoint before that, I have to redo a very big portion here. Awkward. Even worse with the fact that I don't have the dog. I'm beating this guy without the dog, yeah. Good luck. I wish you very good luck. This is essentially the hardest boss in the game, dude. Without a doubt. Fuck you. At least Alucard can fly, but with all the bullshit that is on the screen, saying that he can fly is... I don't know. So, does that mean that I should go back to actually try to get a checkpoint? Because... I mean, otherwise... I'm not even sure what the last checkpoint I hit was. Could be anywhere. I'm pretty sure it was close to the beginning of the stage even. If not the actual beginning of the stage, which will be, well, comical. It will be comical, yeah. That's for sure. That's also another thing that is so annoying here, the fact that any hit also knocks you out of the platform for free. Without the dog, you are not really doing this. Yeah, I'm sure Sangetsu can carry this on his own. Probably. Surely no problem. Fine with only one hit that I can take, yeah. Sangetsu got this, don't worry about it. He's ready for this. He was born ready. Surely. How will you not get there? To nobody's surprise. So where is this gonna make me spawn? I don't even remember how far this was. Well, if it is before the upgrade, at least I will be able to see what's on the other area that I couldn't get to see. can't remember if it was before the upgrade or not. I would assume it was. Bad timing. I think my dog is actually gonna get killed here. Alucard can skip this. Yeah, this is the play. So, unfortunately, I would like my dog to have more health right now. I can't believe I didn't get hit in any of those. Alright. Uh-oh. It cannot really go any lower than that. So... I'm not sure how to do that. I mean, without the dog you clearly cannot, but... Hey, if you cannot hit it to make it go lower... retry? Yeah. At least you have a way to do that without needing to kill everyone one by one, but I don't think the dog can actually go there, unfortunately. So what will happen here if I try to go above? Or is that a place that you come from? No, I'm pretty sure you come from here. Not sure what's the point of getting here. There's nothing. And not to mention going through all these assholes is... nice. Yeah. With the dog dead, there's nothing you can do, so no reason not to retry it. Yeah, a little bit weird that you don't get any single checkpoint on the way. That's just weird. There should be at least one. I really don't understand the point of those big guys that are not really blocking anything. I guess you can more easily get to the stairs from here, sure. I'm not sure what the idea is. I know even less what the idea of that door is. Because you cannot really... like, activate this flight when you are lower. It doesn't work that way. Oh, okay, that works. Oh, hold up. Okay, that works, but how do I... no, I switch. Yeah. Don't try doing the fly there. Alright, well, at least that works. And, well, this golden thing, last time I couldn't pick it up. And apparently nobody can fucking pick that up. I can't believe the dog got killed. Nice. I have no clue what's the point of that thing. It's probably character specific, just like that scroll that is for the magician dude. So basically here, going here is a waste of time. Unless there is an upgrade later, doesn't look like it. And it's simply, that was an absolute waste of time. Well, the dog is dead here, so might as well retry. Absolutely no reason to go without him. This checkpoint is also not worth it. I mean, honestly, here now that I got the upgrade, the best idea would probably be to restart this but go to the others, I guess. I'm pretty sure the upgrade is counted. Yeah, you have it there, like the attack upgrade. So instead of going left at the beginning, we can go right. Shame that the map that it shows is not very descriptive at all. Like, it shows the squares, but it doesn't even show you where it starts. Because it certainly doesn't start on the leftmost side here, since you start from the bottom of something, right? I don't know. Very useless map. Okay, at least it looks cool. That's something. Okay, you probably don't want to tank all this damage yourself, mister. So ideally I would want no one to tank this, you know? And hopefully the upgrade is... That's a mimic. Essentially, anything that resembles... Ah, fuck. Okay, I can use Alucard for that. That simply makes that shorter. It's not supposed to be like a secret place or anything like that. How do I kill this guy though? Well, I think I know how. Yeah. When in doubt. Unfortunately, you cannot use that strat against literally everything. There's not enough magic for Oh, I got the ads. No, the ads here, at least against this boss, I don't think it's gonna be that stellar. I have no clue who to use here. That was very bad. Okay, at least there is an upgrade there, and it's the... Unfortunately, it's a magic one, which is good, yes, but I desperately need either a health upgrade or a defense upgrade. Like, my survivability right now is absolutely dog shit. Yeah, at least I guess we got the two upgrades from this place. I can believe, okay. Yeah. That, well, breaking that was useless if I got it from the other side anyway, so yeah. At least we got the upgrade. Well, the only issue is beating this stage. Like, maybe I should get more upgrades before I can do that, but... I mean, honestly, the most useful upgrade you can get... Oh, what the hell? Oh, I didn't know that. Doesn't seem like it has anything useful though. The only upgrade that matters here is essentially getting the dog. That's the best upgrade you could ask for. Everything else is completely secondary. Okay, so you get a checkpoint here. Okay, who will do this better? Well, considering that the girl is dead, I don't think it matters. I mean, technically the dog will be better because of the little flight he has. You wanna go there? Promise that if I keep skipping checkpoints like this, clearly not. This is the place with the ninjas. You're not surprising anyone. So it might be a different one than the one that I did on the previous attempt, I think. And these guys are so annoying. Probably the most annoying normal enemies in the game. I'll kill this asshole. Here I don't know what you're pointing at, but I guess let me try this one first. I don't think this is a good idea, but I legitimately have no clue. But it's not a good idea if I'm about to die. What's crazy about these assholes is that they don't die in one hit. Like, that's unacceptable. But how annoying they are. I switch at the... nice explosion. Switch at the worst time possible. Yeah, well, here, without the girl, this one is very hard to do. Because you cannot use the slide. And dealing with these guys is close to impossible. I don't really know what's the intended strategy to deal with these guys. Like, nothing that you do seems like it works. I guess they champ when they are about to hit you. Maybe. The biggest issue that this game has is that there are many things that are knowledge checks. If you don't know what to expect, it's undodgeable. It's like that boss in the ice section that it wasn't really hard once you know what to expect, but the problem is, how do you know what to expect? Because it's essentially that unpredictable, right? Let's try using that strat. Well, these guys are not the ones that champ. These guys use the slide. So, for these guys, I guess the strategy is champing, but... Oh, that would have worked very well, actually. But see, for example, that's another thing. Now I know that that specific weapon works super well against these guys. Shame that I got killed, so I cannot really make use of that strategy. Will this work? No. The answer is no. The answer is indeed no. This one is made for Alucard. Oh, even then, it's so unnecessarily dangerous. These are the ones that champ. They are so big. Oh wait, they get one-shotted by the dog. If I needed any more of a reason to think this guy is broken, but apparently the only one that can one-shot these guys. Though here, if I don't get another checkpoint, all of this is useless, because even if I do have the dog, killing the boss with this amount of characters is most likely not happening. So yeah, I need a checkpoint no matter what. Okay, and there it is. And actually getting this checkpoint, and you can go here to do like the easier section, right? So how easy are we talking? Well, I think that you skip the entirety of the previous thing, right? Like, do you go straight to the boss? No. Well, maybe, but not really straight to it. But if that's the boss... No, that cannot be the boss room. Or, well, the boss room. Well, you get what I mean. Okay, but yeah, it essentially leads to the boss room with not as much problem as another path. That's good. Problem is that I don't think I'm beating these guys like this. I can deal a lot of damage though, that's for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, the dog's invincibility doesn't last for that long. mention that I also think he has reduced knockback to make things even more fucked up. You cannot jump very high there. But at least we do have a close checkpoint, so it's not that big of a deal. It's still annoying. Yeah, at this point basically the strategy is switching characters and use the magic exclusively for the dog's iframes, and that's it. Well, I don't even know why I bothered trying with Alucard here, since he doesn't stand a chance, but especially knowing that I can simply retry to go back to the checkpoint doesn't seem to make much sense, but yeah, whatever. I guess I'll do it regardless then. I tried dodging the best I could, but no, you don't get to do it. But the good thing about Alucard is that at least he can hit in a wide area. We can deal with arrows and a lot of shit at the same time. Well, and these guys as well. It's not a minor thing. What the hell? It's a weird platform. There is so much shit. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, at least we have the checkpoint here. And we have enough to transform. Yeah. I mean, you don't need that much in the first place. And then killing this guy is a show. Probably safer to do with the girl because she jumps higher. I mean, you only need to jump once. You will also tank with the dog, but I guess if you don't want to waste magic, you wouldn't. Okay. The right side, at least it will mean that we can essentially... Ah, fuck. No, we cannot do that. Yeah, some rooms before the boss that are so absurdly annoying that I feel like the devs were just laughing while designing them, like evilly laughing. It's fine. I'll have the last laugh. Oh, I couldn't even hit him. Nice. Good show, Alucard. Very good show. You were doing so well on the previous one, on the previous attempt, but seems that that's all you have. That's a shame. Well, I guess we will have to do it without you. It's a shame. That sucks so much. Notice that this is not nearly enough damage. Like, I need way more than that. But I'm already pretty much out of magic. I mean, obviously here you can switch, but 1 point of magic is gonna do absolutely nothing, but it's fine. Wait, who do I want to die? Well, I guess the girl, probably. Actually, no, the Sangetsu, because it has no range. The girl at least has a lot of range. Okay. I might still be able to do it, but it might be complete cope. And especially if I get hit like that. Oh, this guy is immune to spikes. I also forgot about that. Pretty funny guy, honestly. Just a very funny character. Well, that's the reason why I want to beat this stage now. Like, having access to the dog will simplify a lot of things. Probably it's not gonna make it free, but that's fine. Okay, but this asshole sometimes can just randomly decide to get completely far from you and there's nothing you can do there. Well, unfortunately that didn't work. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with you alone. There's nothing you can do there. Do not even bother. Kinda forgot to collect magic there, well, who cares? I feel like the slide should trigger the door transition, but no, it doesn't feel like it. Right, so in this sequence it's also the best idea to use the dog because it simply one-shots the Muay. Is there anything the dog doesn't do? I wonder. You can also fly like that. I still don't know how to... I'm pretty sure you can dodge that laser if you jump, but I think that it only worked once and then never again. And this boss is so... fucking shit, it's actually crazy. It's easily the worst part in the whole game. It's really making me think that I probably need more upgrades to go against him, but I don't want to. Because I really think that the dog is still the best upgrade you can get. That the damage was essentially nothing. Not even jump to attack, cannot do shit basically. You fail. How to fold 2. I can't believe that there is just so much garbage that you have to pay attention to. It's revolting, really. Absolutely revolting. Oh, she was one hit away from dead. Nice. Alright, retry, I guess. I mean, if this doesn't work, I guess I will need to go for more upgrades, but I don't think that's the right call. Because the problem with that is that most upgrades are locked behind the dog anyway, so it's not like you're gonna gain anything. Like, you still need the dog if you want the upgrade, so not just the dog itself, but also that is what you need. Because Alucard can help in a lot of them, but if you need to break those crates, I'm pretty sure it's only the dog that can do that. I could be wrong, but as I always say, like, it's a matter of trial and error with this game. You never know anything beforehand. I just know that the dog can break those, and that's it. Sometimes you can get very lucky like there, where the platform height is the absolute best one you could possibly have. Yeah, I mean, this boss does have an insane RNG factor. It's the main reason why it's such a piece of shit boss. Got his ass, team, finally. What a shitty ass boss. But at least the good thing is that we're completely done with this stage. I don't have to worry about this stage ever again. Yeah, we also get the dog and 2 upgrades as well. Mithril alloy. Okay, I have no clue what that is, but hey, good to know. And we get the dog. So essentially they are gonna be levels where you can have like 7 characters if you keep recruiting them, right? So I'm not sure here if I should do the stages that I haven't done. Well, I guess yes, that's what I do, but the stages that I have already done, getting the upgrades will also be useful. I guess I can do the Dominic one. No, let's just do this one. Don't know which parts of this stage I couldn't access before that I can access now. It's all very confusing, you know. Whatever place you're allowed to get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that many of the locked places here were because of crates. So that definitely means it's the dog time to shine, but it's always the time to shine for the dog. Yeah, and starting here. Okay. Remember that there are 2 upgrades in each stage. It's quite a a crazy ass amount. Yeah, you already get a checkpoint. I barely did anything. I'm not gonna say no, I guess. Oh, you also have these annoying ass fairies. Kinda forgot about them. Shame that this guy dies in like 2 hits and his damage is dog shit. Because otherwise he will be very useful. Yeah. Well, I'm glad at least I didn't get hit there, but this guy's very bad, unfortunately. He gets introduced in this stage and you're supposed to use him. Lacks a lot of usefulness, unfortunately. The fairies are a little bit weird in the way they behave, bouncing around the screen for absolutely no reason. They could be worse, at least. If you would like to give me an upgrade, I fucked up. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's not like an NES game where if you raise the ground and you fall, it's an instant death. So yeah, this one, the dog, and here Alucard. Anything worthy here though, I wonder. Well, I do know something worthy, which is, well, not doing that, but doing this. I don't want to deal with that shit. And here you get a checkpoint. Well, I feel like I probably skipped an upgrade. Wow, nice. Like by going up there, I might have skipped an upgrade. Oh, never mind, there is an upgrade here. Cool. So that increases the max HP for everyone, which is good because it's essentially the first defensive upgrade that I get. But yeah, you essentially have that and, well, like an actual defense upgrade as well that increases your defense, redundancy aside. So that one will be good too. I mean, they are both kind of like the same thing. They both increase your survivability, just in very slightly different ways. Stupid ass plants. Also probably shouldn't get very picky with the upgrades, but I also know how hard that moon thing could possibly be, because I don't think that these are gonna be the same. Well, they are the same levels, yes, but they are the same levels up until a point. Like, I think that the end will be something different, and I have no clue how hard it could possibly be. It will be extremely hard. I wouldn't know. That ain't gonna work. There's something of ward up here. Well, I thought that was Alucard, my bad. Well, I don't know if there's anything of ward up there. Too late though. Balsham. Does this already go to the end? Yeah, it does. So the other upgrade would have been if I didn't champ on that place, I guess. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can beat the boss under these conditions. I could try. still think that making this thing have iframes is excessive, but yeah, whatever. But I also forgot this guy can move while crouching. Is there anything this guy cannot do? I wonder. Then I got too cocky. This should probably be a risk. I don't think I'm going anywhere, especially with all these guys being half dead. But yeah, the checkpoint wasn't that far at least. I think. Maybe it was. Oh, it's the place with the ninjas. Well, I guess it does. It was a little bit far. It's actually quite far, isn't it? Oh, nice dodge, dude. Okay, man, I still got hit there. I could also restart the whole stage and take a different path. Let's see how that goes. See if I can get the other upgrade. Well, another upgrade and better yet, a better checkpoint. This checkpoint sucks. I really think that the whole checkpoint system is not very well thought at all. Because with multiple paths, you can have a path that doesn't have a checkpoint in a very long time, and that's supposed to be normal, but it's not normal. It shouldn't be normal. Is there anything up here, Alucard? I guess not. I don't need it to be anything there. Good try. Well, I guess it's not that long, but anything that involves this annoying ass ninjas is, well, annoying. Okay, you don't want to confront these guys with the dog. So, but everyone is half level except for Alucard at least. And Alucard is good against this wall, so it might as well. Okay. Well, it's good is a way of saying. It does better than the other ones. It's not like it's gonna make a miracle occur. They can also get rid of the summoners very quickly. Okay. Huh. I forgot the butt slam. Pretty fucked up. I also forgot how the Corona afterward. This boss is a biohazard. But Alucard solo her. Holy shit. Okay. Alucard was certainly a good acquisition. Nice explosion. How are you supposed to not get hit by that? I guess you hit all the oncoming things so she doesn't charge. I don't know. Well, there is still one upgrade here. I don't think I should care about that. Like, I should probably only go for upgrades if I'm struggling. It's just that I also know if you have a chance to go back here once you start heading to the moon. Maybe you can't, but I don't know. So essentially the levels remaining are, well, the final one, this one, doesn't have any character apparently, so you will have no reason to do this one if there's no character to unlock, basically. Okay. Oh yeah, the chariot. Nice, so well, first of all, we can do this. No, not that. This. Okay, so what's down here? Okay. Alucard shouldn't be going on running water. He's a vampire. Doesn't seem like the game cares, though. Okay, so here... I'm not sure how you will pull this off. Well, you can switch in midair, but can this guy even fly when there's water? Maybe? No, obviously not. So how will you do this? I don't think Dominic can also do shit. Unless, actually, hold on. Let me try. No. So how will you do this one? I don't think the magician will do anything here either. And the dog doesn't have enough range to hit it from the other side. That's awkward. See, without... like, Alucard cannot turn into a bat to go up there. But... I don't know, that's probably where an upgrade is, but can't do much about it. Quite a shame, but whatever. In upgrades are an objective, sure, but at the end of the day, the objective is to beat this. With or without some upgrades. Doesn't matter, it has to be beaten. That's a very asshole-ish position to be in. This guy keeps telling me to go down, but what if I don't feel like it? Though I'm assuming that up there is where you come from. Just that if there is an upgrade up here, you will see it. No, there is no upgrade. There is that green thing. Shame that this guy got hit on the way there, but would have been worse. Yeah, no worries. Oh, these guys are a problem. They blow up. They are close to you. Well, Alucard can also... Alucard actually can do very well here too. Well, he's a very versatile character. Can do well in many places, on top of being very useful. Okay, this one, he should... Fuck. Okay, kill this guy. He should be able to do it, because he can actually turn into a bat and then switch. Yeah, and then while turning to a bat again, I guess. But will I get anything from this? Not yet, I guess. Just because a place is hard to get to, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will do much. I also don't know if Dominic can make use of that or not. Dominic can hit it, right? No, actually cannot. No, the only way to hit it will be with Alucard. Okay, Dominic can pick it up, but... Oh, it's a magic. It's a song, apparently. Not sure. Not sure how useful it is. Well, what's certainly not useful is the path I took, because... like... Oh, I think I remember what this does. Well, shame that I should kill her, so now it doesn't matter what it does. What it did was resurrecting one of the fallen allies. Yeah. With her... Wait, hold up. What happens if I go up here? That probably just comes back, right? Yes, it comes back from somewhere. Well, that's kind of a waste. And so far there wasn't a single useful thing in this stage. And everything has been just pain. The fly helped me a little bit. Oh. Well, the extra lives don't really matter at all. In fact, if the game had no life system, it really wouldn't change much. At least not in this difficulty. Damn, dude, everyone is going down. At that point, you might as well use a retry, right? Might as well. I mean, I would like to see at least one defense upgrade. Like, once I get that, I feel like if I don't get any other upgrade, that's fine, I don't care, but... I feel like... Jesus Christ. Okay, hold up. No, I think I have a better idea. Let me get out of this stage. And yeah, try another path. Like basically the opposite of the one I did. So instead of going down, I'm gonna go right. Not sure how to deal with those guys at all. There I simply will go back to the same place, or maybe I wouldn't. Hold up. What is in here? I mean, map-wise, it probably will be the same place, but... is it? No, it isn't, because that enemy was not there. Well, was not there, I mean that I didn't meet this enemy in this stage before. So yeah, it is a different area altogether. So, looks quite annoying if you ask me. I attempt to use a little bit of iframes. But it's so full of shit. Unfortunately, I ran out of mana for using it like a moron. I cannot really hit any of this. Well, Alucard might be able to hit that one up there. No, not even. Okay, if you stay in the middle, you don't really get pushed either side. And this is a different place with platforms. I'm not sure who to use though. It's like everyone is gonna get fucked just the same way here. I thought that crouching was gonna be enough. No, actually, I didn't think out of it. This guy, like shooting from afar at least, gets rid of those guys. Oh, and this guy can also... Oh, so that's how you got that other one. It wasn't by using Alucard, but by making this guy crouch. Well, not crouch, sorry. Wall jump. But now I could go back there, but... I don't know if it has anything useful. The idea is trying to avoid that other path. Seems that it gave me everything, like anything but pain on that path. But no. Hopefully this path is less painful impossible to know. And so far no upgrade either. Well, maybe there could have been an upgrade at the end of the previous path. I wouldn't know since I exited it, but who knows. Okay, this guy has a lot of pushback, you know? It's a little bit of an issue. Well, honestly, anyone that is not the dog has a lot of pushback. Okay, that means let's use the dog. Oh, if I knew, I would have simply used Alucard to get up there. I probably should. But yeah, whatever, too late. Well, and enemies don't really respawn here anyway, so... well, using Alucard, yeah, through the middle would have worked. So this is a checkpoint that is a different one from previous attempt at least. And you definitely need to get rid of this thing. Takes 2 hits. This is also such a shitty place to put an enemy like this. But especially when it's 2 at the same time. Okay, hold up. This guy is pointing upwards. Do I wanna go there? Well, looking at this, it probably wants to go there, yeah. I also know if this gets to the other path that I was on the previous attempt. Doesn't look like it so far, but... Well, that's a shame. Oh, but at least it restarts here, no problem. If it restarted before this, I will have absolutely no way to go back here. What is this? Okay, can you... Okay. Oh, there is an upgrade, but another magic upgrade. I mean, yes, any upgrade is welcome and all of that shit, but how many of these do I have? Though magic is extremely good against bosses, so it's not useless or anything close to that, but I just want one defense upgrade. Is that too much to ask for? Not sure where to go here. That thing is pointing downwards, but do I trust it? I mean, it kinda looks like going up, you come from another path, so I guess. It really surprises me just how big all these stages are. It's just crazy how much shit you can fit on a single stage. So I haven't really been using Dominic that much, but cool. Isn't this the boss already? Oh, well, if it is the boss, it's an issue because it's another situation where the checkpoint was extremely far away. At least the good thing is that this is probably the easiest boss in the game, which doesn't mean much if I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure it is the easiest boss in the game. It's just a matter of remembering what he had. Basically a huge laser, things that fall from above. Yeah, it's a matter of remembering exactly what the sequence was. Okay, so you have that. Ah, fuck. Wow. Yeah, see, it's what I mean. If you don't remember the sequence, you're gonna get killed no matter how easy the boss is. I mean, that's obvious, but... yeah. So only the two ladies remain here. Well, it doesn't matter who remains because this is a boss that you could beat with anyone. It's not a boss that has any specific weakness, I guess. I messed up the sequence, my bad. Yeah, that's the whole sequence. Okay, you can take more than... oh no, never mind, there is one more, which is you need to stay here, yeah. But then it basically repeats the same shit. The real issue there... actually, that's something that you... well, now Dominic is dead, but yeah, getting rid of the fire above is something that you probably want to do with Dominic. Well, Dominic is now dead, but... well, maybe the knives here will work. Probably. They should, maybe, I don't know. I mean, ideally I will choose retry, but... I should be able to beat it with this character alone. And here, if you want to get the most damage out of this, you probably want to use the dog, activate invincibility while he shoots this shit and constantly hit him. Seems like it will be the best strategy. Unfortunately, no, the knives... well, they don't work from the bottom, but they work from the other platform at least. Will be worse. Pretty fucked up how little time it gives you to go to the upper platform. It could be worse. No, I fucked that. Well, it actually gets rid of the fire when he does that attack anyway, so... but I didn't know that. Would have been useful before my whole roster got killed, but yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, this girl can do it. This girl that, by the way, I constantly forget the name of. I remember Dominic's name, but not this girl's. Ah, come on. One hit away. Here I don't remember what the hit was. I mean, it was obviously a charge, but I know exactly how. Oh yeah, okay, so you had to stay there and then jump away to avoid the fall. Alright, well, as I say, this is boss in the game, without a doubt. So here I got Dominic and an upgrade. Hey, I need a defense upgrade. That's the most important thing that I haven't gotten yet. Once I get one of those, I'll be a lot more comfortable. So, the only remaining stages are the lava one and the final one. We can do this one. The lava one I remember being an extremely annoying stage. But like the boss wasn't that bad, though it was also, just like most of the bosses in this game, very, very memory heavy. Like I remember beating him with the old man alone. Well, Considering that I don't have the old man right now, maybe that's a problem. I might not have the old man, but I have the dog. That should be good enough, right? Can you simply fall here? Probably not, right? Good try, morons. At least a good thing here is that no matter what obstacle they present, I have basically every character that can get through them. Alright, so this asshole is pointing right. I don't know what you see on the right. Is this well, okay, hold on. No, I cannot even get through the water with invincibility here. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you need the old man for this one, which will be ironic, because I should say that I have everyone I need. I guess not. Alright. Let's go. No. Ooh, that was close. Well, we can get... Do you want to do that, Dominic? You probably don't want to do that. Ah, fuck it. Nice. Good. Well done. Considering that Dominic is a character that you only use in episode 1 and then you don't use in 2 or 8, kinda forgot what she had. She's a good character. She's very absent. Very absent character. Nice. Good reactions. Okay, good reactions, but you probably will prefer the dog here. Okay, hold up. Don't die before going through the door. And there is so much shit on the screen at any given time, basically. Alright, Alucard can get through that though. Doesn't seem like there is much of a point of this. And you can simply jump below. I guess it's to skip that part. I'm not really sure who to use here. I mean, at this point it's mostly a matter of switching to whoever has the most amount of health, I guess. I can't believe that. Okay. Hold up. Do I want to go there? Well, I think it's... It's the dog. And you get a checkpoint on top of that. You did something useful, good show, Mr. Hunter. And you cannot even reach that guy. And you cannot even kill him in one hit of this item that takes 4 magic points to use. Very messed up. Alright, so this guy is pointing upwards. But there is also right. I'm not sure who to listen to. I kinda wanna... Oh, you cannot go back. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're gonna take this path then. I probably should have went upwards, but well, too late now. there's simply no good way to know where the upgrades are. Well, there is one there. Boom. Yeah, another magic upgrade. At least this means that the bosses should get their ass completely destroyed. This is a very, very good amount of health, I mean of mana. As I say, I will really appreciate the defense upgrade. I'm just surprised that I didn't see a single one. Like, not even one? Oh, the boss is already here, by the way. Well, everyone is kinda half dead. At least the checkpoint was not that long ago. Okay. So, unfortunately, I also need to remember what this guy was about. I don't quite do. Okay. Yeah, okay, amazing attack right there. Oh, you're not supposed to even hit the tail. You're completely bamboozled. Ah, shit. Wow, and that killed me. Alright, nice. Yeah, pretty good. Straight up murdering me, okay. Well, by the way, this whole path with the boss, if you don't have the dog, good luck doing it. I mean, you should be able to do it with everyone else, but pretty hard. Sure if using the dog is the best idea here. Well, when in doubt, use the dog, I guess. Oh yeah, here actually Alucard does very well. Yeah, does very well as long as you don't get hit. How do you dodge those things that come from there? Also, everyone is about to die here. I think the best thing you can do is simply retry. Yeah, at least make sure that I don't have a zombie party in here. So at least the good thing is that I will also be able to see what is on that part above. Like maybe the other upgrade is there, or maybe no. Well, we can see right now. Though, well, I will get hit. Yeah. What's in here? Damn, this place looks extremely cancerous. Can go even higher. Healing, I guess. Why not? Nothing else. I feel like maybe the upgrade was in another area. Yeah, and this is already the place that we already went to. That's fine. I mean, honestly, considering how I did in the previous episodes, where compared to how many upgrades there are apparently, I will say that I didn't do bad at all here. We're already back at the boss. I think the whip girl here wouldn't do badly, simply because of the range. guess the most annoying thing about this boss is dodging. I guess I could use to dodge whoever the most useless one is, which I guess here it's gonna be Sangetsu. And not to mention he can tank a lot as well. I switch to Alucard for this. But then I wanted to activate the iframes and I couldn't. Well, iframes, the invincibility. Calling it iframes is an understatement. But for this one, I kinda... I'm fucking up the invincibility so much. Ouch. Good attempt. Here you could also use... Oh, never mind, it's a Fitzel pattern. You can easily dodge it. Basically, he shoots 2 fireballs to the side and you have to stay in the middle. Ah, that was almost... Didn't... Well, the next hit is gonna kill anyways. Not a problem. Got your ass. Good attack. So that means that there's only the final stage and whatever else comes afterwards. Well, the final stage is... Well, technically, it's the second to last stage in any of the other episodes, and also in this one most likely. Self-destruct switch. Do we really need that? I have a feeling that we don't need that, if you ask me. Alright, so on to this one. Well, this is where we're gonna get the old man, and the last hope to get the damn armor. I feel like at this point I'm not even sure if it exists in this episode. Maybe they just completely got rid of the armor altogether. Alright, we have some bullshit down. Yeah, down there, but not precisely down there. Well, actually here, since it's the very beginning of the stage, the best thing you can do is go back. Because it's not like staying there will change anything. Okay. It's already a pretty fucked up stage right at the... Okay. Nice. Right at the beginning. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, those summoners are ultra cancer. Well, having the old man here actually with the fire shield... Yeah, you can get rid of that easily. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try that again. We have an infinite amount of stage select attempts, so no worries. Man, why did they make the beginning so fucking cancerous? Holy shit. Also, this thing, basically a shield that lasts in time. That's what... Okay, dude, can you stop? You're irritating me a little bit. So I don't know what the game is saving here. What will you be saving? There's nothing worth saving. Well, technically, using Alucard is not a bad idea here. To be able to You're really pissing me off. Quite a lot, even. I like how I'm so close to the extra life. Well, technically here, if I go back to stage select, since I most likely will get the extra life here, it will be a waste, but yeah, whatever. There is the extra life. It's impossible to not get hit by something, but at least here we can do this, because that's the other reason why the old man is so good. You can do this shit. You can get away with a lot by using the fire shield. Now that doesn't look very nice to navigate, honestly. Like maybe this is not the right path to go. Oh, I'm glad that I bounced. Wait. So Alucard cannot kill that guy. That's an issue. And even worse of an issue that he's about to die. Okay, yeah, you don't want to use this guy for jumping. Here, I think that the old man is the one that will carry. Here, do I really just use the dog? I guess. When in doubt, the dog and all of that. Okay, and then I can go up here. Or down there. Why do you make me go through this dilemma? I mean, killing that guy shouldn't be a problem, and doing the flight with the dog should not be a problem either, but... This is a little bit annoying. Because the flight I could easily fuck it up. I didn't though. Nice. So what's so nice about this place? Oh, what the hell? Yeah, good try. I don't think that there was anything nice about that. Okay. Well, you have a like this thing. Not sure how you will pick it, but yeah. I don't even remember what the electricity does. Apparently it's a super good spell. Oh yeah, and this place is the place that if you don't have the dog, it's essentially so painful to... Okay, we have armor, see, I told you. And ironically here for the armor you also need the dog. But I need to deal with these assholes first. Maybe a little bit of a problem though. There will be a lot of... Yeah, that. And then the dog. Nice! So we finally get armor. Yeah, I think that with this upgrade I'm good to go. Like, I'm good to face whatever comes after this. It obviously will be better because there are still a lot of upgrades to get. It's pretty possible though that the majority of the remaining upgrades are magic upgrades, which again it's not a bad thing, but I wouldn't call it extremely game changing. I cannot stop getting hit by random shit. Alucard is out to die. No, Alucard is dead, actually. No, this one is basically old man's territory as well. I mean, the fact that I haven't really used old man at all kinda makes you forget how useful he is, but he is. Problem is that he's useful when he has magic, obviously. Without magic, well, not so much. He still does well, though. I think that I cannot skip that if I'm not Alucard. As higher as the girls can jump, no, it's not high enough to skip a lot of this. How do you do this one? I mean, neither Alucard nor the dog are alive here, so how the fuck do you want me to go up there? I don't know. Actually have no clue how to do this one without either of them. Also cannot really use Dominic's spear here because there's nothing to hit. So what's the idea? I have no clue. I have no clue. Maybe if you go all the way around and you jump at the top, I guess. Maybe it's simpler, yeah. Simpler than I realized. Yeah, ideally you don't want to redo it though. Okay, there is health. Does anyone want health? Well, yeah, Sangits. Well, too bad. Fuck you. You don't need the health. Okay, here you need the old man no matter what. Like, otherwise a place like this is so supremely cancerous. Well, and the game already kinda shows you that you want to use the old man with all the magic it gives you in the way. Okay. We can keep using the old man. Well, yeah, as long as he doesn't die, I guess. Otherwise, what are we gonna use? That was a good kill. Nice. Okay, yeah, no, I'd rather heal the old man, though. That specific heal is worthless there, but it's fine. There is healing up there. Fuck, man. This is one of those places where I really wish Alucard wasn't dead. Where does it even want you to jump? Here? No? How the fuck do you do this? Well, certainly not like that. Also, why are you still alive? Screw you. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this one. It's probably simple and I'm a moron, but... Well, the problem is that it depends on the synchronization. The synchronization doesn't seem to be static. Like, I guess you have to wait sometimes no matter what. Okay, I think that this is the path that leads straight to the boss, but without the dog here, it's very hard to get through these enemies without dying. You kinda just want to abuse iframes and that's it. Oh, I didn't remember that Dominic could heal. It is indeed the boss. This is a very hard boss. It's not very hard when you have a whole team, but I guess I don't have a whole team right now. Well, a team of 5 is still very good. Don't get me wrong. Nice. That didn't last too long. I think at this point it's better to simply retry. Like, to at least revive all of my dead comrades. I mean, after all, the checkpoint is not even that far away. Here I guess the only one that will... Now, use this for magic. Don't use it to switch anything. Yeah, I do wonder if because at the beginning I was a non-believer, but I might be able to beat this episode today. But it all depends on whatever bullshit comes after this. And the potential is gigantic to be something extremely hard. So until we can see that, I'm afraid that anything goes. And already the fact that you're allowed to use 8 characters at the same time is a very big red flag in itself. It means that they won't hold back to fuck you up, obviously. Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid. Well, so here's what we can do. With Alucard, you can just turn bad and skip everything. Yeah, very nice of him. And the good thing is that after that you go straight to the boss. I wish I had more magic. Well, the one I have is fine, I guess. You don't want to kill anyone, by the way. You just want to get past them and that's it. No need to kill anyone. You do that and you're done. So, you have a full team now. The problem is, well, I've been saying this all the time, but just like every other boss, if you don't know exactly, like she does hand movements that tell you what attack is the next one, but I obviously don't remember. You cannot expect me to remember something like that. Wow, Alucard, you could have at least tried to last a little bit longer, you know? I know that it's a very strong boss and all of that, but I feel like you didn't even try. A little bit of an asshole move, I would say. Because I kinda trusted you. I guess for a lot of those patterns she has, you want to use the old man's shield. Well, so if she has 2 hands down, it means that the attack is coming from below and you wanna go to any of the high platforms. If she does that, I don't know. Wow, that one you barely have any room to go. Yeah, at the same time we can just dog this thing, you know? Oh, the fire shield also deals damage. Didn't even remember that. I also didn't remember that closing in like that. Okay, switch. No, not to this shower, it's fine. Oof, nice slide. Shame you still got hit. Ah, that sucks, so many walls. God damn it. Depending on how... well, I think the dog should be able... depending on how much health she has remaining, but... I think for the most part the dog should be able to do this since he... well, I don't know if he will start at full health. I think not. Well, not to mention without a full magic either. I don't know how much health she's gonna have. Problem is that everyone else is kinda dead right now. Well, it was close. I mean, it shouldn't take that many attempts to finish this. halfway. That kinda sucks. Ironically, the old man didn't get hit yet. And he's also very good at... No. Yeah, unfortunately there was no one I could have switched to. Well, except for getting hit with the old man. But no, this should be a retry. On the next one I should be able to win though. I mean, I was very close. It means that she deals a shit ton of damage. It shouldn't be that hard to do it. At least not like other times that I did this where it was an absolute nightmare. Fuck. Well, now the old man... Well, judging by the amount of health he lost there, he can actually take another hit. So not bad. It is a shame though that, well, it is to be expected since he excels at magic, but it's a shame that his melee attack is so shit. Because if the melee attack was good, I would have won on that previous attempt, but you obviously cannot have everything, right? You cannot... Alright, so here, yeah, get the old man to get the healing. Oh, he still will need it. Ah, fuck me, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can still get one more point of healing here. Oh, what the hell? Do I wanna go there? Well, I guess. And this girl will have the resurrection song. I still don't know how it works though. I have no clue. Like, I'm pretty sure I used it a couple times already, but I don't remember. Alright. Oh, yeah, just do this. You don't even bother hitting anyone, guys. It's a waste of time. Okay. I could start with Alucard, though Alucard dies in 2 hits, doesn't he? So as soon as I get hit once, I immediately switch, I guess. This last time he died immediately. I'm not sure if it's 2 hits. It should be 3, but... No, it's actually 2 hits. Then what a weak-ass bitch. That was a very cheap movement. You wanna switch. Oh, Sangetsu, you piece of fucking shit. That was a very bad attempt. Because I barely dealt any damage and one of them is already dead. Oh yeah, I could try using that song that apparently resurrects someone. Promise that I cannot use it here. Just don't know how much magic it takes. Nah, I fucked up. Like, this should be a retry. I mean, that's so annoying. That damage is pretty much non-existent. Well, nice spell you have there, Dominic. Pretty cool. That's a retry. Don't have anyone alive here. Well, anyone. I have 5 of them, but it's not a good look. Man, it's so annoying. That previous attempt that I got close would have been the one. I guess not. I probably should use less. But promise that as much as I want to use the old man's fire, everything is a problem in that boss. It's not just the projectiles, it's absolutely everything. There is not one thing that is not annoying. At least I should at least attempt to use the resurrection to see what it does. Well, not now that that everyone is alive. I will also consider using the healing that Dominic has, but I mean the issue of doing that is that it's not really that useful, because you want to use the magic to get the iframes with the dog more than anything else. Wait, does anyone here need help? No? No, you don't. The talisman, no, I mean, as I say, you want to use the magic exclusively for the iframes, not for anything else. Okay. I still don't know how to approach this. Feels like such a random thing that anything can happen at any time. And since everyone takes different amount of damage, well, or at least I think they all take, maybe they all take the same damage. I don't know. I'm a little bit dumb. At least here, that will help you. Yeah, nice cornering. Yeah, unfortunately Alucard is the fucking useless bitch that dies in 2 hits. God damn it, Alucard. Really love making me waste time. You just love it. Sack of shit, but yeah, I feel like if I try to do this boss fight the way it's intended, I just do it worse. Yeah, the contact damage is also a very big issue. Like, this bitch can do such weird movements and there's nothing you can do about it. See, like for example there, why did she move before doing the pose? Why do you have to be so unnecessarily random? What a sack of shit. Well, now that is pretty much a retry, but man, I didn't want to retry this match. Didn't think it was gonna be necessary, but it clearly is. There is no way I beat it with these assholes. Wait, oh, the resurrection. So you actually resurrect everyone. And that also... yeah, completely makes Dominic not be able to use it again. That's pretty funny. Not sure if it might be a better idea to use it once everyone dies. Probably not. I don't know. Well, we can sacrifice Alucard again at least. I think anything of value is gonna be lost. She decided to do it again there. I'm not falling for that again. That's insane, dude. Fuck RNG like this. At least here the dog will have probably full health and full magic. Well, full health actually not. Full magic almost, kinda. Not really, but yeah, it could be worse. Problem is that I think that every time that you do an attempt, if you don't do a certain amount of damage, she actually keeps healing more, to the point that this is probably back to full health, right? Well, not quite. Could be worse, but could be better. I wanted to switch, but this piece of shit was hidden. But it will be a good experiment now to see how much health she's gonna have, since I basically wasn't able to do even a little bit of damage there. Is she gonna be back at full health? At this point, I shouldn't be surprised. Also, could Dominic bounce on top of her with the spear, I wonder? I don't know. Yeah, well, not back at full health, but pretty much. For what we care, might as well be back at full health. Got your ass. And as expected, of course, with the dog, because with who else would it be? But if one simply attacks you like in an area. I think it's same, but who cares? Is it always in the center? I feel like it is same. Well, who cares? Oh. Finish the 7 normal stages. So that wasn't necessary, because I got an achievement for doing that. But I could have always gone to the moon, I guess. Well, nice. I mean, at least having every character is good. So now I can tell this guy, hey, I wanna go. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Not like we have anything else to do, well, aside from the upgrades, I guess. To the Demon Palace on the moon. Did these guys took the story from Toho or what? Well, technically it's not a Demon Palace, it's like another thing. Yeah, close enough. This is a shoot 'em up, no way, okay. So it seems that the controls are... Okay, my camera is actually blocking something. It says P09. I don't know what that means. But yeah, that's what it says. Also, you don't need to spam, you can just hold the button. I was not expecting a shoot 'em up section. I was just expecting them to go to the moon and then just appear there. And that's crazy. Very, very cool. Without a doubt. Even get stronger and everything. Well, and faster as well. Maybe P09 is the amount of lives you have. Could be. That seems like an excessive amount of lives. Oh shit. I wonder if the whole sequence is gonna be a shoot 'em up. I will assume that the final boss is probably gonna be on an actual stage, not in an actual section like this. It seems that every power-up adds to what you already have. It's not like they replace each other. Yeah, it's like you basically become a weapon of mass annihilation, but that makes me wonder if I will need to do something out of the ordinary here. Because with all this power, it's like you're preparing me for the apocalypse, pretty much. Well, I guess that's kind of like the point of this story, that it's the end of humanity. I mean, I cannot imagine how hard the boss or whatever could be that I actually need to have all this shit to confront, you know? I wonder if this also depends on the characters that you have recruited. Because maybe that's the thing. If you haven't done a single stage, maybe you are extremely weak in the shoot 'em up section. I died. Okay, so yes. Oh, and you go back to no upgrades then. This is the Gradius bullshit, okay. That's fucked up, yes, and in case there was any doubt, the counter that you cannot see right now on the bottom left are the lives. So right now I have 8 lives. I mean, it's quite a lot, but yeah, quite a lot now. When it keeps going lower, it's a different thing, but yeah, I guess if this is gonna be with the Gradius logic that the power-ups disappear on death, this is gonna be... This has the potential to be very hard. I'm not saying it is, or it will, but the potential is there. Also, those are my axes. For some reason I was dodging them like a moron, but no, they are mine. What the hell is this? What the hell it was? What is this? Am I already in the moon? I mean, the craters kinda imply that this is most likely the moon. So it's pretty crazy that the game is called Curse of the Moon, and it's not something poetic, like you're actually going to the moon. Legitimately. It's a curse on the actual moon. Nothing about, you know... references or whatever. No, this is the actual moon. I still think that after the shoot 'em up section there will be a normal stage. And that normal stage I'm super afraid because it can be something very hard. I really wonder if there's any button here that I'm not using, but I mean, it doesn't seem like I need to use any other one. Also, that reminds me that maybe the life counter starting at 9 is also dependent on you beating the stages. Maybe if you don't do shit, You get like 1 life and that's it. And considering how long this whole section is, I feel that 1 life is short. Yeah, we've been going for quite a while right now. At least this is pretty cool because basically every episode is like 99% recycling, right? And well, this one also is, I guess, but at least you also have like this cool section. Okay, and there is a boss, a dragon with 4 hands. Now the problem here is that if this guy kills me, I'm back at not being worth shit. Like right now, as you can see. Yes, there will be upgrades I can pick up, but I'm basically back at being a little shit. Oh, what the hell? That was a little bit bullshit. And where was I supposed to go there? Where do you want me to go? Damn, my movement is so bad that even this is an issue. Yeah, I'll tell you something. If there's something that you don't want to replicate in a shoot 'em up, it's the way the power-ups work in Gradius. In fact, I'll give you an even better advice. You don't want to take anything from Gradius. That's fine. So I beat a dragon. Did I win, or... I'm assuming there will be an actual final platforming stage, though. Most likely. Well, yeah, final stage. The Moon's Lament. Wow, and it's a low gravity stage. Oh, you want me to go down? So the problem is that Dominic also has her shit completely... Like, she cannot do anything, cannot use the resurrection or anything. Well, that's fine, surely. Well, will it do anything if she picks it up again, though? Oh, it does. I'm not picking up the electricity, though. But yeah, this has the potential to be Cancer incarnate. Like this whole level, I mean. Already the fact that you have reduced gravity is a bad signal because you essentially have to adapt yourself to a completely new logic. Wait, here you can basically resurrect everyone and then pick it up again because that thing will always respawn. Shame out the casting time being so fucking long, but yeah, you are free to resurrect everyone at any time. I guess it wouldn't be the case if you didn't get Dominic when you got here, sure, but if you get Dominic, nice. Well, there I definitely want to use it, because if there's anyone that cannot die, it's the dog. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to do it if Dominic herself dies, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the reduced gravity. Well, no, I'm not sure. No, I am sure that I'm not a fan. So, Mr. Dog is taking too much damage. I'm also not a fan of that. Okay, Alucard, you can do that. Well, Alucard, yeah, Alucard. You need Alucard to simply go up. Also a very evil song. I cannot imagine how bullshit the boss is. Because in this game, every boss has some bullshit with it. Yeah, okay, pretty nice of you. Here I might need to just use the old man. The issue with the old man is that He doesn't really have... Or maybe he can recharge. Yeah, not as much as in that other section, but... I summoned it twice by accident. Now, Alucard being dead is an issue. Obviously. Close. What? How do you want me to go through this? I don't know who you want me to use there. I guess none of those guys. I think that here Old Man will do more than you will think. Yeah, ooh, that was close. This is a typical section that without someone like him will be extremely painful. Alright, so you get a checkpoint here and you could... well, I don't know what's on the right side. I'd rather not know. So unfortunately Mr. Dog is kinda close to dying. That's not good. I don't think any of this could kill him in one hit, but I guess it's bad enough. Oh, come here. Now, the thing that I wonder if is just like the final stage in the other episodes, if the final checkpoint will essentially give you a life every time, which means that no matter what, you will always be able to restart from there. I wonder. This is getting worse and worse. How the fuck do I get through this without dying? Well, the dog being dead... Well, I still have Dominic's resurrection. I'm not gonna use it yet, but it's still an option. Yeah, but look at this shit, dude. Okay, no, don't risk Dominic here. Yeah, aside from abusing iframes, there's not really much you can do in something like this. Ooh, that was also pretty close. Okay, get out of here. You obviously want to use the Old Man here, but without magic, there's not much you can do. Ah, fuck. Well, here you could very easily use the dog. Because this is a section that... with those spikes you can simply walk on them with the dog. And the Old Man has iframes with this fire as well, damn. Is there something... Well, unfortunately there I cannot use Alucard. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I shouldn't risk that guy. You know, use the whip girl now. She's not gonna last too long at this rate. Asshole. I think that this is time to resurrect. I mean, I could keep going a little bit more since it doesn't really matter. Like, if everyone but Dominic dies, it doesn't matter. These are all enemies with the same logic. They shoot a projectile that you need to shun on the expansive wave. At least this guy was able to survive more than he usually does. I never use this guy because of that. He just dies so quickly. Oh, and we get a checkpoint, nice. Alright, sure. And there is still so much bullshit to deal with. You fucking... you know, neutral champs in this game don't do what you want them to do. Damn, I thought that was part of the platform, okay. I think right now you should do the resurrection dance if you don't mind, Dominic. There you go, perfect. Well, they don't resurrect with full health, I didn't know that. Well, it depends, the ones with low health do resurrect with full health, because they don't have much. Okay. I almost fucked that up. Glad I didn't. Okay, this is... No, this is fine, that's what it is. Oh wow, infinite shooting. No, not infinite. I will go there though. Don't have any reason not to. When you have the dog. Oh, nice looking dragon. I didn't mean to. I wasted a lot of meter there because I fucked up. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's another enemy. Hold up. Gonna get my ass kicked here. Look at the amount of bullshit that there is here. That gun guy really needs to retire. Wait, this one? Is this doable with the girls? It is. And a checkpoint. Nice. How many checkpoints are there? I mean, how long is this stage? Seems very long. Okay. That looks lovely. Switching to Alucard. Not really the smartest idea. Okay, that could have been worse. Fortunately, Mr. Dog is needs to die at any moment. I don't know if there's anything on the right. I don't care. I kinda have the hope that this is the boss run. Ah, shit. I mean, I know it makes sense since this game is inspired by Castlevania in everything, but that's a very Castlevania enemy. Okay. Wow, that's supposed to be like a Japanese god. Okay. Is this the final checkpoint? I hope, but if it is, I hope you get a free extra life. What the hell? Oh, you need to escape. That also completely destroys the bitrate, by the way. That's a known bitrate destroyer. Oh my god. I cannot get past this guy, huh? No, it's time to use Dominic's spear. Huh? What do you have to say about that bitch? Like here, Dominic input is fantastic. Though I'm dead. Wait, what? Huh. Alright, well, that didn't make much sense. If I don't have Alucard, I cannot do that, or what? What's the deal here? Okay, let's retry then, because not like I can do much else here. The issue is that you need... I mean, the first I can do with Dominic, but then I have to fly. wonder how you will do this without any of this, because I'm assuming that this should have in mind the fact that you don't necessarily have all these characters available. I mean, how do you want me to know where I was going there? Can you explain to me? Because it doesn't seem very clear. Well, another thing that you could do at the end is also switch to the dog. Maybe you're supposed to confront that thing. Doesn't look like it though. I mean, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that you're intended to confront whatsoever. I mean, on the other hand, yeah, you can actually confront it. Okay, well, it didn't look like it. I don't think you can blame me. Shame that Alucard is dead though. Oh, what the hell? Is that a face? Kinda. This is gonna be the final boss. Wow, that looks nasty. Well, I mean, the issue with this is that there's not much. Oh, you don't even deal damage. Because I'm assuming that these are not even. I mean, it's not the boss. The boss is there, but okay, got one of them, and I'm assuming I get the other one. Come on, there we go. And now what? Well, you can use them as platforms. Yeah, you don't want to kill Dominic there. Problem is that I deal no damage. And this asshole... It's obvious that they were gonna wake up, but... Then, that's brutal. And what's even more brutal is that you don't have infinite retries here. At least you start from here, but unless one of these is an extra life, which didn't look to be the case, like you are bone no matter what. Yeah, like none of this is an extra life. So, well, that's a problem because this will take a shit ton of attempts and... yeah. Having to redo the whole stage doesn't sound very attractive if you ask me. I mean, that's so fucked up. Why would you even think of doing that? What a dipshit. Especially when with the other final bosses you didn't have any problems just giving you infinite lives. But with this one that is so messed up, I guess you do care. What's this? Yeah, this is what I hate about this game, like, none of these boss attacks are reactable the first time you do them. Like, you cannot know. It's so annoying. This is something that you might as well restart, I guess. What are you even gonna do here? Well, unfortunately with this, I don't think that... not to mention they make you go up these stairs every single time you want to do an attempt. Yeah, unfortunately this is one of those things that I really don't think I can beat today. Very annoying, but I legitimately don't think so. And you just have insta-gives like that casually. Not even sure how we are intended to dodge any of this garbage. God damn it, dude. I like how I didn't even let the old man heal. not like Ilmer. I mean, this should go to a retry, but I want to at least learn the boss, but none of the attacks make any sense. By the way, this is... okay, this is still reduced gravity. Well, I guess that's something that I should take into account. Well, you can also... I guess that makes it shorter. Can Dominic just bounce on top of these idiots, I wonder? Yeah. They are not letting her. I just don't know how to dodge that. Yeah, I could use the dog, but... no, let me retry. This is a waste of time. Another problem is that you also cannot collect enough points to get extra lives either, so... like, you really don't know. Well, technically, one thing that I don't know... wow, how did you get hit by that? The one thing that I don't know is if any of this is an extra life. It could be. Well, at least it was the first one. I think it's the only one that I didn't get. Clearly not. Wait, switch to this guy. You know, I don't think any of those is an extra life. I don't even remember if extra lives appeared in any different way. Also, maybe you can beat this thing. It just seems like you are gonna push it constantly. But how will you know? I mean, the only way to know is by getting tired of hitting it. You know, I don't think this thing is meant to be defeated. But you never know, like, it could be that you need to defeat this thing to get an extra life, I don't know. No, I don't think so, guys. I don't think they will be that dumb to make you hit something that many times for nothing. Yeah, this boss is a mistake, that's what it is. Cannot even pogo normally. Man, you're gonna do this bullshit again. Doesn't seem like you can even jump over it. I really have no clue. Wait, can Alucard hit the boss from here? Oh, it can! Well, shame that aside from using special weapons, it's kinda like the only one that can do that. I really don't know any other way. At least the good thing about this attack is that it's kinda free damage on the boss. Unfortunately, Alucard is such a flail bitch. God damn it. And you cannot use the resurrection here either. Without Alucard, the only other one that could deal damage like that is Zangetsu, but it has to waste magic, so it's not the... well, technically Dominic can also use the spear, right? Yeah. I wonder if the developers even test this kind of garbage. Like, don't you think that maybe doing all those insta-gifts that are unreactable in a game with limited lives is probably a bad idea? But I guess if you don't pick veteran, it's not an issue. I mean, it's either picking veteran or beating this easily. There is no middle ground, it seems. It's gonna be pain all the way. And the girls can all... well, they both can jump high to do that. I'm not sure if it's worth it to waste time to down these guys. Maybe it is. Doesn't really look like it though. Kinda have to learn how to do that shit though. Barely didn't make it. Also has Dead's sight attack here. Those yellow things are pretty much the same thing that Dead has. Is this the one power-up that lets this guy do like the round attack? Because that will actually be useful. But I feel like it requires an input that you cannot do it whenever you want. I don't know though. I also hope this bitch doesn't have a second phase, because that will be a little bit too much. If there is an input for it, I have no clue. Maybe there is, but yeah, I don't know what it does. I thought I did, but I guess I don't. I guess if both of the girls die, the best thing you can do is simply restart. But here it will also be useful to use Alucard to hit that guy. I feel like it has to do with jumping from the corner, but you have so little room that feels like it wouldn't work. Well, the dog is the only one here that is gonna be useful, I guess. Well, the old man will be useful with the yellow thingies, but I don't know. I still don't know how to dodge that one, because you jump over one and you don't have enough time to jump over the other one. Also that one feels like it goes higher than what you can actually jump. Okay, old man, be useful here please. Nothing I could have done from the air right there. Wow, nice misses. And you fall right into it, god damn it. But that should be a restart. There is no way either of these guys can do anything. Fuck, dude. You just cannot have good things, right? It always has to be through suffering. I can't believe that I'm even missing this dude. Also, you probably didn't want to pick that one up. It's also crazy that they don't even allow you to have full magic on the first attempt. Like, this checkpoint is so sadistic for absolutely no reason. It really is. Hey, how are you supposed to dodge that? I don't get it. Like, you jump, but it's obviously not enough. Like, whatever. So Dominic can hit that 2 times. I didn't mean to. I meant to slide, but Dominic cannot slide, obviously. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I just don't understand that attack, and I didn't even react to it because I'm a moron, but... you jump once and then what? You're dead, that's what. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Sack of shit. Because you cannot dodge it without jumping. It hits the whole ground. I mean, I could have just used the dog and that's it. There has to be obviously a way to do it without that. I don't know how. Unfortunately, Dominic dying is very bad. What can you do? Well, aside from not having Dominic dying, I guess. You don't even have... Like, you don't give me time to react, and it's made worse by the fact that... That's my bad for trying to... That's what I get for trying to actually play the way it's intended, you know? I should have not done that, but I guess I'm stupid and I, you know, try to play the intended way instead of cheesing like I should. Oh, this asshole cannot even jump from one side to the other. Yeah, when the two girls are dead, it's pretty much time to reset, but it's not like I have infinite lives, you know? What a pain in the ass. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Also, none of these things increase the meter to get another extra life. None of them do. I don't know if hitting the boss does, maybe. I have no clue. Well, if the dog dies, I'm restarting, but it's the last life I have, and I don't really know if I want to try hardest now. I also don't want to do this in another stream. It's a dilemma. You're not gonna make me fall for that, bitch. The shame that here, every character that could have dealt damage there is absolutely dead. See, that's essentially free damage, but not with any of those. Is that meant to happen? Yeah, the guy is dead while you're shooting that. I guess not. Yeah, I guess it is meant to happen. Doesn't look very fancy considering that it's just lying there. Yeah, whatever, who cares? What it's doing or what it's not doing. So how the fuck do you dodge that attack? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, this one. Also don't know how to dodge that. Alright, this will be a retry, but I think there is absolutely no hope here. Not for today at least, but I just can't believe they did this. So messed up for absolutely no reason. I really want to hit all of this to see if one has an extra life. Pretty sure none of them have. But not like it's very hard to hit all of them. Thankfully it isn't. Well, there could be a secret item somewhere, but it doesn't look like there's anything secret here. Yeah, that's also something they could do. Just hide an extra life in a place that nobody will look because, you know, for fuck you, I guess. It could be the case. How are you gonna start the fight? With this bullshit, okay. Yeah, I don't understand that attack. I feel like it's probably with a champ that you dodge that. I have no way of knowing. Guess I will keep abusing iframes. No, not this one, this one. Seems like it's time to choke. Unfortunately here old man cannot do anything. You know, don't make Alucard do that. Okay, fuck Sangetsu too. Alright. I hope there's no second phase. Okay, what are you guys doing? Oh, giving me your power? Oh, this is like the end of the EX episode. You basically charge and then... Oh. Boom. Oh, yeah. Very anime slashes and yeah, you're done. And that was fucked up. Even more fucked up that I won, but man... And I got 2 achievements, finished the final episode with at least 1 comrade and view the ending of something, I don't know what it said. The long grueling battle had finally come to an end. Sangetsu and his allies braved the demon's stronghold and eradicated Sariel and his army. As they watched the light of the breaking dawn illuminate their world, it seemed as if the radiance was celebrating their deeds. No one aside from the brave warriors will ever know of what had transpired there. However, they knew for certain the world was at peace thanks to them. As for the man clad in crimson, cursed by the moon with fiery eyes, with the unwavering trust of his allies and his ever-sharp blade, he struck down the last of the world's demonic scourge and was released from his curse. He is the man who rent demons asunder, cleave the moon in twain, and sever the cursed chains, that man Sangetsu. What a way to completely suck Sangetsu's dick when he basically didn't do shit other than deliver the final hit. Yeah, pretty nice. The real hero here is the dog, you know? Well, and finally, we are done. Damn, I'm glad I got it in that attempt, because if it wasn't on that attempt, I wouldn't have got it anywhere else. Also, let me remind you that this game sucks, but it might not look like it, but I don't think this game... Well, I say this every time I read a chapter of this game, but yeah, it's not well designed at all. I mean, maybe the idea is not playing veteran mode and play the one that comes before it, but yeah, it's as I say, there doesn't seem to be like a balance between a mode that is, you know, not super easy, but that also doesn't destroy your ass like this one. But as you see, you have characters that are so broken that even with all the bullshit it throws at you, you can at least still get through it. Now I'm curious to see what this is gonna unlock. I mean, whatever it's gonna unlock, I'm probably not gonna play it for a while. Maybe for other 10 months. I mean, it's not a joke. I started the first episode 30 months ago, the second episode 20 months ago, episode 8 10 months ago, and well, now the final one today. So if whatever there might be after this, yeah, it could be on the next, you know, on 10 months or not. I don't like doing any promises, because the thing is that I did this simply because I promised. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have touched this game again. Well, maybe I would have eventually, but the point is that I don't think I want to do promises anymore of something that I'm gonna do at some point in the future. So for now, let's just say that the game ends here, and if I feel like playing whatever unlocks after this, I will, and if I don't, I don't. As simple as that. But yeah, well, technically the thing that is left to play of the Bloodstained series is the actual Metroidvania, because Bloodstained released as an answer of the lack of Castlevania games, and well, you saw it in the credits. So basically that guy Iga is in here, which is one of the original Castlevania creators. So it's meant to be Castlevania without Castlevania, and this is the second one of the classic ones, which is Curse of the Moon. But there is another one that I don't remember exactly what the name is, Ritual of the Moon or Ritual of the Night, I think something like that. That's the Metroidvania one, and I haven't played it yet, so that one could happen eventually. Oh, and by the way, yesterday a new Castlevania got announced. Apparently it's gonna be a Metroidvania. Well, apparently, I mean, it is. They show the trailer. I don't really like the art style though. I would much prefer something like this, that it's like 8-bit pixelar, than like that 2D art style that is so popular nowadays with a lot of Metroidvania. I simply don't like it. I feel like it doesn't have any personality, but it's fine. Well, there you have the man himself. But yeah, at least it was I cannot really say it was an enjoyable experience, but at least it was mildly entertaining, at least to see how bullshit it is, and basically try to cheese it to deal with that bullshit, you know? But yeah, in theory, there is apparently one more like game mode. Well, both in the main menu and when you choose Game Start, there are 2 question marks options, so I don't know what that's gonna be, or if it's even gonna get unlocked now. I expect one of them to be a boss rush, because that's a very very classic tradition of the Castlevania games, well, at least the Metroidvania ones, which this one is not, but I mean considering that it was made by the guy that supervised those games, I guess it could have a boss rush. So, Sangetsu Mode Select has been unlocked. Different forms of Sangetsu are available when starting a new game. Okay. Okay, yeah, and boss rush, obviously, that's the one that can be accessed from the title screen. So obviously I'm not gonna do that, at least not today. But yeah, it's an option. Maybe at some point I will. But yeah, I'm more interested in whatever that other shit was. Wait, this is still a question mark. Unlocks after certain conditions are met and the final episode is beaten. Well, interesting. I didn't know that it wouldn't unlock like that. I guess that's something I could investigate. I don't really care too much, but I guess I care enough to need to investigate. That being said, that's it for me for today. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with whatever is left of this at some point, and I'm also not gonna promise it being in 10 months, but hey, we will see. In any case, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next stream, so have a good one and take care.